In order to heal the deeper wounds, how do we possibly go about that? Before we go into soul searching, welcome to my channel where I peacefully fuck up your illusion and where the truth only hurts when you live a lie. Where we create scenarios and analogies that will correspond with the proper way of healing. So let's just make up a name real quick. This woman will be named Brianna. Now, if your name Brianna, I'm not talking about you, but the analogy, her name is Brianna. She's in a relationship and she won't leave this dude alone even though she don't like him. They break up about every week. But she always go back to the same man after being broken by him 1,000 times. Cause being alone seems kind of terrible. I am at war with myself. Oh, why do I got this pen in my hand? I'll tell you why. Because I use them for teaching moments. This is Brianna and she is a bitch. She's bitter, she's insecure, she's toxic, she's childish, and she's hateful. I'm not calling her a bitch to be disrespectful. I'm just using acronyms. But she in a relationship where she can't let this man go no matter what he does to her. Got an unhealthy attachment to him. In the midst of the situation, the more she falls out of quote unquote love, the more of an unhealthy attachment she creates with him. He cheats, she take him back. Mentally, spiritually, physically abuse her, she sticks around. He finally breaks up with him and said, I had enough. In the midst of the breakup, she's lonely, she wanna call him, she's going through withdrawals, she missing all the good times where he love bombed her. But why do she miss the love bombing? Because the love bombing was a distraction to something that she was running from prior. Brianna had a terrible childhood. She have abandonment issues because her dad left and her mom didn't pay attention to her. That's why the love bombing stage I was so addicted to, because I got something that I never got before. So when she went on that first day with that man, she said everything she wanted in a man, and he used that against her to his advantage. So he appears to be everything like that. Devil will come to you in the form of light, and she falls for it to the point where when her feelings get involved, he kick her off the pedestal. Now she think it's something that she did wrong because he quote unquote changed. He did not change. That was always him. He just put on the facade. Now you spend your life chasing the attention that you only had once in a lifetime, not realizing that that attention that you give him, you can actually be love bombing yourself. Isn't that beautiful? That's not all. Deeper childhood trauma is she's been SA'd. Trigger warning, she may even been raped. Dad called her out of her name. Maybe dad wasn't there at all. So any quote unquote masculine presence, you will accept it. In the relationship mama had with other guys where they just came to hit it and quit it, call her out of her name, use her, call her for whatever she's worth, she wasn't able to hold down a man. So her mama just put up with disrespect. That's to say she have somebody. Brianna sees this and grow up and do exactly the same thing. That's why I tell people when it comes to relationship, if you got kids, they are watching you. And sometimes they will copy everything you did. Getting out of a bad relationship doesn't just benefit you, it benefits your kids. Even if it's by the same parents. Do not stay together for the kids. That's a dumb idea. Do not teach your children to be comfortable with disrespect. Let's get back on topic here. What does Brianna do to heal? First thing she do, she does not allow herself to stay a victim. Which means she's going to face the pain instead of always running from it. She's not going to allow somebody else the responsibility of her healing. So first things first, she's going to forgive herself the things that was out of her control. Then next, she's going to take accountability of what she did have in control. Like for an example, the people that she had in her life, dude she kept giving the same chances to, that was in her control. She take accountability for all of the victims that she created. Because if you stay a victim long enough, you have created victims. Basically bleeding on people that didn't even cut you. She forgives all the people that did her wrong in her life. Because she realizes if she don't, she's going to continue to carry them with her for the rest of her life. She's going to pour into their absence with hate. She's going to become love and attract it. And when she find out what real love is, she's going to look back at her ex and realize, I didn't love you. I needed a distraction. She's going to cry, and those tears is going to water the seed that's going to become the new her. Now she understands that my heart have to break for it to open. And these pieces are sharp. I can't hold on to them because I'll continue to cut. But what I will do, I'll give these pieces to those who need it, like sharing the information. And now she's no longer a bitch. Wait, yes she is. She's now beautiful, insightful, tender, caring, and healed. Become love. Now she's attracting. Got in that gym, she got fine. She's greater than ever. Now she's attracting people to her. In closing, gotta go deeper. Why did you date the person that you date? The time span between that person and the person you dated before. Did you date them out of a distraction? Was your childhood like? Your childhood is a blueprint to your life. Building a house down, you must put the blueprint down. Start it from the ground up. Make sure we're not taking our childhood into our adulthood. Clearly, a lot of our bodies have grown up, but not our minds. Taking high school and our childhood with us in adulthood. In closing, Once you are healed, you will become that bitch. For those who need